The Spartan warrior, one of the most formidable opponents in all of history. And in today's Tabs battle, we are going to be putting their mettle to the test. And in order to do that, these Spartan warriors are going to be fighting the best armies from the strongest empires throughout all of time. And first up to test their mettle is going to be the English medieval faction. That's right, these guys are going to give the Spartans a run for their money, led by their king. Here we have a bunch of King's Guard with halberds right behind him. Followed behind the halberds, we then have a row of knights immediately behind them. On either side of the formation, we have our standard foot soldiers here. And also down here, right down at the back, we have our spear infantry. And last but by no means least, right in the middle of the formation, we have our protected archers. Is this medieval English faction going to be strong enough to take down the Spartan warriors, led by King Leonidas himself? Are the Spartans going to stand up to the test of time and reinforce their reputation as the most formidable warrior of all of history? Well, we are about to find out. Alright, here we go. King Leonidas is putting his hand up there to signal the charge, and in the Spartans go. And you will see that the halberds have come absolutely clashing down here, and we have got ourselves a front line. But it looks to me like the Spartans are just going through these guys. We have got a couple of dead Spartans out the front here, but the English medieval foot soldiers here are not going to be a match to the likes of Leonidas himself. Look at this man, one by one, going through each of these foot soldiers. And also, it's important to note that these shields are paying their weight in gold. These Spartan warriors are standing up to the archer fire, and they are not going down. And would you look at how many bodies there are here? The knights, the halberds, and I think even the king's sword. The English king is down, and the Spartans are about to go and hoover up the remaining pieces here. And would you look at the wall of Spartans crashing through here? Not a hope in hell. The Spartan warriors making short work of the medieval English faction. They did not even stand a chance. And look just how many Spartans survived that, including Leonidas himself. And next up to challenge the Spartan warriors is going to be Napoleon in the height of his military prowess. He's turned up on horseback, he's got himself a flintlock and a saber, and he has got 3 rows of Napoleonic era infantry with muskets, and every single one of these units is also going to be packing a bayonet. Now, our Spartan warriors do have shields, which I'm not sure. Maybe an ancient Greek shield will be able to stop a musket, depending on what material it's made from. But I'm also quite sure that these shields are probably not gonna stop a cannonball. So if the Spartans do not deal with these cannons quickly, then these cannons are going to destroy the Spartans. So the Spartans are going to have to do an almighty charge and get in here quickly. So can Napoleon and his famed Napoleonic era French army withstand the Spartans? These guys are about to take the Spartan challenge. Alright, here we go once again. King Leonidas and a guy just behind him throwing up his spear, and oh my god! Okay, an entire front row of them are dead. We got 2 cannonballs coming in here, and a lot of these Greeks are dead. We got Napoleon moving himself. The only one to survive out the front line was Leonidas himself, and now it looks like we're going to have a Leonidas versus Napoleon. Napoleon, you overestimated your hand-to-hand combat skills here. Now, what I should say is if these cannons are killed quickly, then they will be immobilized. They really need to kill them. But if the Spartans can get in... Oh, there we go. The cannons are down. Even though the Napoleonic faction here is massively outnumbering them, and they do have bayonets, I still think that only a handful of Spartan warriors is probably actually going to be enough to go through these Napoleonic soldiers. It's going to be a real close battle here, but they are perfectionists when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. Okay, we've got 1 Spartan left. We got King Leonidas. We got Leonidas and 1 Spartan remaining here. And oh my god, would you look how close that came? And would you believe it? The very last unit on the Napoleonic faction to go down is a big head. He was the last man standing. I swear to god, I do not even prepare these things. The man is just an absolute legend. But he too did go down to the Spartan hoplite and King Leonidas. And even with the support of Big Head, the French Napoleonic faction has lost to the Spartans, and the Spartans have once again secured their reputation as the most formidable warrior culture on the face of the planet in all of time. Will anyone take that away from them? So far, these Spartans have taken down the medieval faction faction, and they've also taken down the Napoleonic faction. But now we have another ancient rival to contend with them. It is, of course, the Roman Empire. As you can see, these guys are sparing no expense. They've brought the best of the best, and they are led by the Emperor himself, who has, of course, brought his Praetorian Guard. These guys are here to ensure victory and to secure the Roman Empire's reputation as the utmost powerful ancient kingdom. Out in the front lines, we have our basic Hastati unit, and they are going to be getting led either side by a centurion. Next to each of those is going to be a heavy artillery ballista, and one over here as well. And once again, sandwiched into the middle of this formation is going to be the Roman archers. Behind them, we're gonna have our heavy Roman spear infantry, as well as some more heavy-duty centurion units down the back, and of course, our Emperor and his bodyguard. Is this Roman formation finally gonna put a stop to the Spartan warriors? And who is the most powerful ancient empire? Something tells me we're about to find out. You can see Leonidas once again calling the rally, and the troops are charging in. Let's watch this first contact as these guys come charging in, and boom! You can see all those arrows from the archers coming in, and they're basically doing nothing. These small shields the Spartans have are proving absolutely invaluable. And look, we've got our front line forming here. Let's see, are the Spartans going to be able to push through the shield formation of the Roman Empire, or are the shields of the Romans and the overall mass of this formation just going to be too much for them to handle? Oh my god, it looks like, yeah, look at that. A second ago, it looks like the Romans had the upper hand, but slowly but surely the Spartans are just trampling over them. But they're now beginning to reach the much more elite units, and the Emperor himself just dodging a spear right here. And this is an absolute mess in the middle here. Let's find out if these Praetorian Guard are going to be able to stand up against the Spartans. No, it looks like, look, they've cut the formation in half. These guys are savages. They're driving the Romans off of the side of the hill. In fact, I will say, though, there are a lot of dead Spartans. I mean, they haven't done quite as well as the Napoleonic soldiers, but they have managed to go toe-to-toe here. Again, just being pushed off the side of the cliff, but they've still done a pretty good job in the grand scheme of things. If you look, there's not that many of these Spartans left, and God knows what they're hitting underneath there, but whatever it is, I do not want to be one of them. And would you look at the decimation caused by this punch-up? You can see these Spartans have died in this area here, mostly as a result of the slightly more elite units that were down the back, like the Emperor, the Praetorian Guard, and the Centurions. Whereas out the front, you can just see that the chod was rolled over by the Spartans like a tidal wave from the heavens. And here we go, the last archer unit, here we go, being slapped in the face. I thought Leonidas was gonna get the kill, but the Romans have actually gone down at the hands of the Spartans, and the Spartans once again have gone 3 for 3, undefeated in this campaign. Alright, next up to put their mettle to the test is, of course, going to be the British Empire at the height of their power. You can see they are going to be packing Gatling guns, not just one, but 2 Gatling guns with some heavy artillery in the middle, and these guys are going to be aiming right down the center against those Spartans, and I presume are going to do some heavy damage very quickly. However, if the Spartans can get in here and chop down those big artillery pieces straight away, then they might stand a chance of surviving. But it's not just this front line. Either side, the British Empire is going to be packing 2 rifleman formations, 2 ranks of 4, so 8 of these soldiers either side, which is 16 riflemen shooting into the middle. So if the Spartans spend too much time messing around in the middle, they're just gonna gradually get whittled down. So they really need to make short work of the British Empire in the middle and then run out either side and finish off the leftovers. But let's find out if these Spartan warriors are going to be able to take down the British Empire, which in reality is a pretty modern empire with some really advanced technology. This is gonna put the Spartans to the test. But never one to shy away from a fight against unbelievable odds. In these Spartans go. Any second now, there we go. Oh my god, that is half the Spartans gone in one go. That was the cannon shot, but it looks like Leonidas has survived it. Okay, come on, can the Spartans recover? And the Gatling guns, they need to deal with these Gatling guns very, very quickly. They're also gonna need to take this cannon down. If that cannon gets a second shot, then I think it's all over for the Spartans. Come on, lads, can they get in here? Can they take down the cannon? Yes, they managed to take down one cannon. One Gatling gun is down. The other Gatling gun is doing incredible amounts of damage here, though. They really need to kill that quickly. Okay, they managed to get it down without a second to lose. And oh my god, it looks like the Spartans are going in to finish the job here. Is the Spartan going to get in, or are the Brits going to reload in time? These guys don't even have bayonets. They don't even have bayonets to deal with that guy. And would you look, the rest of the Spartans coming in here to finish off the job. I don't believe it. The Spartans have taken down the British Empire, which in reality is a pretty modern empire, and look at that. But that was quite a close call. But would you believe it? The Spartans have gone 4 for 4, 4 straight wins, and to them, the Napoleonic Empire and the British Empire are pretty modern factions. Is anyone gonna stand in the way of the Spartans? Now, what you've seen so far in these battles is a bunch of really strong armies from massive famous empires that have been battle tested around the world. But now you're gonna see my nation of chumps. All strategy out the window here. We've got these Scottish clansmen. All they're gonna do in their glorious kilts is they are going to charge in head first to the Spartans. Whilst they have little to no formal training, these guys are incredibly angry, and dare I say, they might just have more testosterone than the Spartans. So let's see if the Scottish clansmen can give the Spartans a run for their money with a barbarian charge. And here we go. The Scottish barbarian clansmen are calling in the charge, and let's watch this impact in real time. Oh, look at that. No strategy, no formation. They're just going mano, el mano, and they're gonna try their very best to give the Spartans a run for their money, but it looks like they're being pushed off the cliffside. It's almost like we're watching 300 played out here. Oh no, the Spartans are driving the Scots off the cliff. Oh my god, I'm getting some real Spartan 300 vibes here. No! And would you look at that? There's actually not that many Spartans left. I'm not gonna lie. The Scots did a pretty good job there, considering there was no strategy. Yes, the Spartans have won the day, but if you look, there's only 6 Spartan warriors left, which actually might be the best that any nation's done so far. I mean, look at this kill box. Look how many of these Scots in kilts. Oh, what was that we just saw there? Oh, quickly move the camera away from that. That's the problem with a true Scot. We go commando under the kilt. And yes, before you complain in the comment section, I'm Scottish, and therefore that was definitely a completely biased battle. And I really don't even care, so get over it. Next up, these Spartans are going to be facing by far the most dangerous and advanced civilization they're yet to see. The Spartan hoplites are now going to be fighting World War II Germany. We have got 3 MG42s. We've got a couple of radio operators with MP40s, and we also have a couple of snipers down the back here. We've also got ourselves a panzer unit, and to top all of that off, we've got some of the standard Wehrmacht riflemen and also SS riflemen as well. Surely there is no way the 300 Spartans can get past these guys. I mean, yes, they are pretty formidable and they are pretty hardcore, but they have got, at best, lovely little metal shields. I just don't think they're gonna stop MG42s, or for that matter, a tank, or for that matter, artillery. I don't fancy their chances here, I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's put that theory to the test. In the Spartans go. Let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, tank shell coming in. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't believe it. That's some... Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, I don't know where the guys were. Is this some next level plays from the Spartans, or what's going on here? But alas, whilst they are charging in, look at this. The snipers just getting headshots straight away. We haven't even seen the artillery yet, and the MG42s are yet to make impact. Let's see how this goes. Okay, in go the MG42s. Oh my god, they're getting recoiled into another dimension, and good god. Okay, it looks like the artillery landed. Yeah. Turns out charging formations from ancient Greece versus artillery. Yeah, we've got one lad left, and he got a panzer shell to the face. Yeah, I think that was quite a conclusive battle there. Turns out World War II Germany, with their tanks, artillery, snipers, and MG42s, definitely gonna be enough to take down some Spartans from 300 BC. Although that being said, they did manage to take down one flag bearer, but that's it. In fact, that guy may have even been team killed. You can see all 3 MG42s are still very much alive. Yeah, that's an unfortunate way for the Spartans to go, but realistically, if this Tabs battle went any differently, I would be pretty surprised about it. So after that completely not balanced battle, I think it's fair to put the Spartans against someone more in their own league, and as a result, the Spartans are now going to be facing the Gauls. Now, they've already taken down the Romans, but let's see what they can do against the Gauls. And as you can see, they've got their most elite soldiers out front. They've then, of course, got their clan chief just down behind that. Then they've got a bunch of their ragtag war band right down behind. These guys have no training, but they're gonna fill out the ranks when the elite soldiers inevitably get rolled by the Spartans. Let's find out if ancient Gaul can withstand the Spartan invasion. Something tells me that the Spartans are keen to get back on track and they're going to make a point. So let's see what happens here. In they glow, the clash of metal. We are going to put these Gauls to the test. Let's see if they can earn their name in history. It looks like no, they can't. The Spartans have melted their front line. There's nothing left of them. In fact, the Spartans are so tough, apparently they can just suck up a spear to the back. Look at this guy. He doesn't even care. I'm not sure he even knows, but let's see, another spear band coming in here. But look, it looks like the Spartans have made short work of the rest of the Gauls, and now they are going to be hunting down the remaining soldiers, which are going to be trying to lob in spears. But look at the speed these Spartans are moving in at. Oh my god. This is brutal. They are getting chopped apart. It is feeding time. That guy's decided to take his own life. He doesn't want to go like the rest of these Gauls. And there we go. It looks like, wow, that guy's just been punched against the back fence here. His head split in two by the Spartan. These Spartans were very keen to make a point and regain some reputation, but I don't think they've got to. The only faction they lost against here was a World War II faction with tanks and artillery, and they destroyed everyone else. I think that's quite fair enough. So there we go. The final tally for this Spartan warriors versus all armies, the strongest armies from every empire throughout history. The Spartans managed to win 6 battles and only lost 1 against a World War II faction. So that is a score of 6-1 to the Spartans, and I think they held up their legacy. But that is going to be it for this Tabs battle. If you haven't subscribed, head down below, hit that subscribe button, do it right now. Also, whilst you're down there, hit the bell icon so that you're notified when my next battle like this comes out. The next one in this format is most likely to be the Romans versus all different empires, so make sure you're subscribed for that. Also, if you haven't commented and liked and you want to help out the channel, please leave a comment and a like down below. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you again in the next Tabs battle.